Hail, Steve, the Three Rivers Real Estate Team. Now, I have lived in Minnesota my entire life. Grew up in northern Minnesota, lived all over, been down here in the Twin Cities for the last 10 years, and I love it. Minnesota is a great place to live. But there are some things that really kind of suck about living here. So today we're going to talk about the top 5 things that really suck about living in Minnesota. And if you stick around to the end, I'll even have a bonus 6th thing that I know bug a lot of Minnesotans, but doesn't bug me too much. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Steve. I am the co-founder and team lead of the Three Rivers Real Estate Team. We get call, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you looking to move to the Twin Cities metro area. We're here, we're happy to answer your questions, help you decide if moving here is the right situation for you and your family. But without further ado, let's get into the top 5 reasons that Minnesota kind of sucks to live in. So, number 1 reason that Minnesota kind of sucks should come as a surprise to no one. And if you're thinking about moving here, then it's probably a concern of yours too. And it's the weather, specifically our winters. Now, some of the stuff you do get used to living here. You get used to moving snow, you get used to driving in the snow, and even some of the colder temperatures. In springtime, 40 degrees feels pretty warm. Some of the stuff you still really never get used to. When you get the polar vortex coming in from Canada as it starts moving down, and the temperature's negative 40, negative 50 degrees with the wind chill. No amount of preparation really prepares you for that, and there's really nothing that you could wear that keeps you nice and warm, but you are able to kind of bundle into your home and kind of wade some of that stuff out. So that is, kind of one of the perks is if you are looking to do some outdoor activities, if you like skiing, stuff like that, obviously it is beautiful with the snow sometimes, and there are warm weather stuff that you can wear if you want to spend some time outside still. Number 2 on my list is going to be the taxes. We're a pretty highly heavy taxed state. We actually have the 5th highest state income tax. So depending on where you're moving from, you might be used to this. For a lot of people when they move here, it's a bit of a sticker shock. It's not all bad. A lot of that money does go towards preserving a lot of the things that you find beautiful in Minnesota, such as our parks and our lakes and our natural forests and things like that. But for some people, it's a pretty big price tag, and it's something you need to pay attention to if you're moving here, and something you should consider when accepting a new job or something moving to the state. Now, we talked about weather already, winter, harshness, stuff like that. Unfortunately, once things do get warm and we can finally go outside and enjoy it, we tend to have to deal with these little bugs called mosquitoes. They're freaking everywhere. Go outside, want to have a nice dinner on the patio, want to go camping. You're going to find yourself surrounded by these stinking bugs, little bloodsuckers that want to get you. Number 3 reason has to be our mosquitoes. They're freaking annoying. They're everywhere. And like I said, once we finally get out of our winter months, we have a couple of weeks when things are thawing out. The mosquitoes aren't quite out yet. And then once it's really nice to be outside and enjoy the beautifulness of Minnesota, those little bloodsuckers are going to come out. They're going to follow you around everywhere. And man, are they annoying, especially in the evenings. You're going to have a nice campfire. Want to be out fishing on the dock at night or something like that. Make sure you have a lot of repellent. Stock up on repellent. A lot of people move to Minnesota for our 4 unique seasons. But us Minnesotans know we only have 2 seasons. We have winter and road construction. That's right. The next negative here is our crazy road construction that we have. Due to our winters, it's very hard to maintain our roads year-round. So typically we stuff an entire year of road construction into just a few months when the weather is permitting. So during the summer months, it seems like no matter where you go, something is under construction. There's a detour which leads to a detour which leads to another detour, and it can drive you insane in the summer. We finally get out of winter, and here comes road construction season, and it is very, very frustrating. I will say, though, our Department of Transportation does do their best, and they let you know well ahead of time what is closed and what isn't closed. But sometimes when you get stuck in your routines or you're in an area you don't go to a lot, it just seems like you're in an endless sea of construction cones. All right, the 5th and final reason why Minnesota kind of sucks is geographically, we're as basically far away as you can get from the oceans in the United States. We're pretty much dead center and dead north. So you gotta go all the way to the east, all the way to the west to try to hit an ocean, or all the way down south to get down to Florida to actually get to see big bodies of water, beaches, things like that. We're a landlocked state. We have a bunch of lakes, but if you want nice beaches, if you want to go sit out in the sun, you want to go see the ocean, as far as the United States is concerned, you're going to have to travel pretty much the furthest distance you can travel to try to get to either coast or down all the way to the south. Just geographically, it's not a great spot. Like I said, it's cold. All right, so the bonus tip of why Minnesota kind of sucks, and if you've lived here for a long time and you're a state homer, this one drives you insane. If you talk to Minnesotans, there's a good chance they're going to bring it up, and it's our sports teams. We haven't won anything in a really long time outside the WNBA. The Lynx were a solid team for a long time. They're on the rebound right now. The Twins won in 91. Outside of that, our teams, for whatever reason, they get your hopes up. They seem like this is going to be the year. And they lose in what we like to refer to as the most Minnesota way possible. They are chronically getting your hopes up and letting you down year after year. But I'm hopeful this year things are going to be different because I'm a Minnesotan and that's what we do. And every single year we're let down by them. But you know what? We love our sports teams. It's fun. It's fantastic. Go check out a game. Want to go see the Twins. Want to go see the Wild. Minnesota Vikings. Great atmospheres. Great spots. Great venues to go check them out. But don't get too attached to them because probably gonna let you down. All right, so there's my list. Now, if you've watched the entire video and you live in Minnesota already, what I miss, let me know in the comments below. What drives you insane about living here that maybe I missed? Or if you're thinking about moving here and you want to talk more about one of the things that I discussed, drop us a comment, send me an email. Happy to discuss all the cons of living here. Now, there are a lot of pros to living here. We're making that video next, but figure I do lighthearted, start with the cons since we are in the middle of winter right now. It's easy to find them.